Very excited to have this live event today. We're gonna be basically going over our existing positions, and I'm also gonna talk about a pending trading opportunity that we're looking at very closely, and that's gonna be our next candidate for a position, for a live position. I want to start with the cryptocurrency market today, actually. Um, I want to see. Well, this is the first time we're doing this, so yeah, we're gonna be having some experiments here with the technical in the background. But basically, I want to start off with the cryptocurrency market, since we have three active positions right now. Cryptocurrency market. Talked about the Bitcoin Cash from the long-term perspective, where we find it very interesting. The price action couldn't break below 285, a solid, strong support level, and you can see that price action just hanging on that level. That's a very strong sign of a an upside reversal in the making, and we thought that it was a good opportunity for us to jump in, so we did. We pulled the trigger the first time 5, 6 days ago, and we doubled up not too long ago. This is a long-term type of trading opportunity where we have our eyes on 418. So that's just this position is in its infancy, right? It's just we're just starting. We're just warming up with this one. Bitcoin, we had a different situation here. We were actually aiming at the next resistance level, short term type of resistance level, 27,482. We're targeting the short term cycle here, and price action almost reached the target. That was yesterday. We were there. We saw price action really coming really close. We took one of the trades we had, the first one, the lowest one, we took it out. So we already taken some profit off the table. Today we came to the market, we saw that big drop, and it was obvious that a price action didn't really touch base, didn't really tag 27,482. Take a look at the highest high, it's 27,464. So almost touched it, but the drop actually gave us kind of a second opportunity to throw that same trade we took out, we threw it back in, right? So we're still having a $10,000 position right now on the Bitcoin moving forward. 27,482, that's the secondary target, mind you. Our primary target is 29,559, so there's a long way to go still, but we will take profit again at 27,482, so get ready for this. Um, the third position we have is the Litecoin. Right now, we're looking at the Litecoin again from the long term perspective. We actually had a short term trade here on this account, and we got out at 67.47. As you can see, pricing is literally touching base with that level right now. That's a local resistance level, but we do have a small size position on the Litecoin still from on the long term perspective, looking at 95.25 as the main target. So that's the cryptocurrency front. As far as the forex market front, we have three. We actually have four active positions. Three that are big and one that is very small. We're just starting with it. Let me start with the bigger ones, right? The biggest one is the New Zealand Japanese yen. The breakout above 87.22 is money, and we knew that was coming, right? We knew the breakout was coming, but we needed to see that breakout confirmation. We had that just yesterday. So finally, price action is cracking 87.22, and it's on its way to the next resistance level, which is 88.12. That's where we're going to be terminating this bullish campaign. So it's not it's a short-term type of trading opportunity. We're only chasing here about 70, 75 pip, and we already doubled up to 100k, right? The breakout on yesterday gave us that confidence to double up. So there you go. Stop loss level at 86. We're hiding below 86.42 and mainly below 87.22 is going to provide uh, the immediate protection, right? Support level. As long as, I mean, prices did cross over, I don't suspect it's going to start and breaking back below. But if it does, that's not going to be good for us. We're going to start looking for the exit. All right. So that's Indonesian and Japanese yen, our biggest position right now, 100K, actually 110. We have a second account right here with a couple of fivers. So another 10 right here. That's the biggest position we have. The second biggest would be the euro dollar with the $25,000 position, short position that is, and that is after we took quite a lot of profit off the table. We actually ran a $100,000 position all the way down to 106.39. But since we had more of ambition, another target more of an ambitious target at 104.84 because 106.39 was our primary target, and that got tagged. That level got tagged not too long ago. But instead of taking the whole position out, we kept a quarter of the position open. So from 100,000, we dropped to 25 just because we believe there's more potential on the downside. But we're going to be more cautious here. Obviously, we also adjusted our stop loss level and tighten it up as much as possible to secure profit. So if pricing is going for a serious upside technical correction, we're going to be out of there in no time, right? But if it starts to come back down and threaten 106.39, we'll know that we're on the right track. Once it begins to cross below that level, break through, then we'll get a little bit more aggressive, probably double up our position size. All right, so still is pretty tight here, 107.80. But it was a very fun ride all the way down here with the euro dollar. So these are this is the second biggest position we have, right? Another one is the gold. The gold is an interesting situation here, guys, because it had we got in before it temporarily broke 1916. We got in way before. Actually, we climbed all the way up to 1951, took a lot of profit when price action hit that level. But we kept the position alive with one trade in because we thought pricing was going to continue forward. Little did we know there was going to be a serious downside correction. But we kind of, when we left that trade open, just small size position for a breakout, we already kind of gave room for a technical correction. We were trying to accommodate a technical correction before it actually rolled up. So when price starting to nosedive towards 1916 and then touch base and start to turn back up, we thought there you go, this is the tipping point, and we fired off another trade. We basically doubled down, and we got lucky this time, guys. Our stop loss levels was at 1900, and it almost got triggered. Take a look, low 1900.48. That's unbelievable. But we dodged that bullet, and price action started to come back up, right? From the weekly perspective, we noticed price action didn't break 1915 here. It just spiked it. So obviously, that was a strong vote of confidence coming from 1916 as a support level, and that fits our narrative as far as this bullish campaign goes. The reason we got interesting with the gold to begin with was the monthly chart. We noticed that price action Every single time it approached 1916 here at the bottom, it got rejected. Take a look. That was back in June the first time, then July, last month, August. Take a look at that vicious spike slicing that level, pulling back up. And even this month, fourth time in a row, back to back, again, price action is testing that 1916. And as we saw, it was starting to back up. We knew that this was our time to fire off a new position in hopes that we're going to have an upside reversal after so many failed attempts to break 1916. I think it's coming, but time will tell. Time will tell. Anyway, when prices started to come back up and cross back above 1916, guess what we did? We fired off another trade. So right now we're running three trades here, and prices is coming up. Today it's actually on the back foot a little bit, but that's very early stages of the day, so we'll see how that ends up. At the end of the day, guys, we're looking at 1991.48 here as our primary target and final destination. Is a solid sort of resistance level that price action missed last time. It got very close back in July. So yeah, that's the situation with the gold. Very interesting stuff indeed. Last trade that I want to talk about is the latest addition to our positioning in the market, pound Japanese yen. Looking at this from two different angles. One is the medium to long term with the upside potential of about 500 pip. Well, sorry, let me correct that. 300 pip. From 183, where we are right now, all the way up to 186 almost. That's the upside potential. Again, medium term perspective, right? Medium term cycle. The short term cycle, however, targets 184.16. Check it out on the 4 hour chart. 84, 184.16. This is the range we're talking about. Price action is contained very nicely within this range. Talking about the blue system here. The last line of support, the bottom support, 182.73, had been successfully pushing price action every single time that it was approaching. So we pulled the trigger just recently. We got the first trade in, and as long as price action coming up in the next day, 2 days, we're gonna get more aggressive on the way up towards that target 184.16. Later down the road, we'll start to incorporate 185.96. So this is just kind of the first stage, right? The warm up stage, 184.16. From that point forward, that's the real bulk. That's the bulk of the move we're trying to catch. And the upside potential is even bigger than that because price action is coming off of 186.76. And I think price action can easily chase that previous major high was determined back in August, right? So that's the upside potential for the pound Japanese yen. And we decided to participate. We're starting with a small size position, testing the water, so to speak. So that's the front. That's the forex market front for us, four active positions, and we got the dollar Canadian that we're looking to integrate as well. Here, we're waiting for it. We're waiting for it to hit that area 34.50. 34.50 coming a strong support level. I believe price action is on the way up. There's an upside trend that started back in July, not too long ago. Pricing's coming from 131, made it all the way to 137. That's 600 pip. And now, as you would expect, you were having a technical correction, but I don't think that technical correction is going too far. I think it's starting to reach its potential. Right here on the bottom. Once price action starts to touch base with 34.50, we may drop a trade right there. We might also wait a little bit for prices to actually turn around. We might want to see the reaction it's going to have here. After all, it is possible to have a complete breakdown, right? We don't think that's the case, but hey, anything can happen in the market, right? So we'll see how price is behaving at that level. There's a very strong support here. It's two levels, to be honest, two different systems that happen to collide at that particular price, 34.50. So we expect a lot of support here, but we may decide to wait with it so price can actually turn around. And once it starts to show some green, then we'll jump in. We're going to target 36.04 and 38. Going to have two targets here. Yeah, and this level can probably be purple. Purple would be more appropriate here. So there you go. 38. That's our upside potential for the dollar Canadian, but not just yet. We're going to wait for the right timing to strike. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I really hope you enjoyed that session today. I sure did. I wish you a nice trading day. We're gonna be back, so wait for it. Yeah, keep your eyes peeled. We're gonna be back probably in a few days, 3 4 days, just to kind of recap on the week, and yeah, it's gonna be exciting. Anyway, take care. Have a good day. Cheers.